My name is Andrew Finu. I am currently a fourth year student at Penn State University in order to complete my undergraduate education for a bachelor degree. I am currently finishing up a research opportunity up here for the summer of 2021, working with an algae biofuel called Botryococcus brownii, and as well as transgenic tomato plants that are used to inhibit the growth of whiteflies.
And why did you want to do research?
One of the main primary purpose is so I can graduate with honors from Penn State. And a secondary focus of for research is to build upon my resume and my interests in experimentation, as my future profession that I'm looking forward would be a scientist, someone or anyone that dabbles in lab.
How did you find your research lab?
Surprisingly, I found it just through what do you say? My current research professor is actually one of my previous professors from my chemi courses for biochemistry, and yeah, and so he offered me an opportunity to complete my thesis because he is just a very smart intellectual. His name is Professor Wayne Curtis, and he has a lot of experiments that are going on in his lab currently in the CEB building. So it's a really cool and rare opportunity to have a chance to work with such a smart individual. So
Would having a website that would have helped you get connected to research made it easier for you in finding a project?
I would say 100% yes. If you have the connections with individuals who have dabbled in such experiences in the lab, it would 100% be helpful, because a lot of the time the professors do not have time to reach out for new students who are interested, because what they tend to look for are students who are well experienced in whatever subject or topic that they are currently working on, whether it be like limited to communication arts, even to like certain biochemistry technique. Is another process that my current professor is looking for students having the ability to do so. But yeah, for sure, having the connection and website, and whether it be students or professors, it would 100% be beneficial for your college education.
How are some of your experiences in the lab?
Experience in the lab, I would say you should expect around at least 20 to 30 hours of lab each week. And sometimes you can go to like a typical like 40 hours a week a job. And yeah, so lab can be very spontaneous. Sometimes you're summoned at 12 a.m. in the morning just to do some experimentation and documentation. So not too surprising there, but yeah, lab is a very tedious and demanding experience, but it's 100% time, 100% worth the time and commitment. So,
And that final question, what are some of the benefits you found in doing research?
one of the greatest benefit, I would say, well, of course, you gain the ability and skills to work in a peer-reviewed environment, and as well as being able to have a practical, hands-on application of your knowledge. Definitely a big plus. Of course, for me, I'm never been like a morning person, so it forces me to wake up pretty early. So it built discipline going to the research lab, and overall, it is a pretty rewarding experience, just because you get a chance to apply what you learn like in your college career. That is because that is something that's rare for you to be able to do. An actual research lab is 100% a lot different than typical like lab courses that it's offered at your university. So